Hello everybody, SSA here, aka Super Suna Arashi, your coach of the Groningen Noctowls, bringing you week 11 of the IBA Season 4, the International Battle Association Wi-Fi division, as we take on New Nation Games, aka Neuven, aka Davion, coach of the Las Vegas Golden D-Nites. And we have two matches to go in this season. The first one, as I just said before, against the Las Vegas Golden D-Nites, and next week we'll face off against Aaron 2420, coach of the Minnesota Miniors, if I'm not mistaken. So in the last two matches of this season, we're just going to play freely. We're bringing some fun sets, and we're just gonna have some fun. I'm talking a bit soft and a bit monotone because I've just finished work. Well, I not finished work. I finished work like 6 hours ago, but I took a nap afterwards because, oh boy, working in a supermarket during the holidays is not a fun time. But I'm bringing Metagross, Tapu Koko, Mega Blastoise, Hitmonlee, Druddigon, and Grumpig, while my opponent is bringing Zeraora, Togekiss, Tapu Bulu, Latias, Hismega, Heatran, and Excelgor. My team, of course, will be in the comment section below. All the sets, all the spreads, all the moves, everything you need to know. So if you want to check that out, pause this video right now and go check that out. And of course, every link to every coach, including New Nation Games, will be in the description below as well. So go check that out too. So, as I said before, at the beginning of this video, this is purely fun. You know, I was still intending to win, but most of the time I'm just trying to have fun and try to experiment. So he's going to start off with his Zeraora, while I'm starting off with my Metagross, which has the weakness policy, because I'm trying to run weakness policy the last couple of weeks to try to, you know, test that out as well, because weakness policy Metagross is a thing. He's going to full switch out into his over easy, which is his Togekiss, while I am going to Earthquake, of course, because it was the no risk move, as he is now not hit by hit because of the flying type of Togekiss. I switch out into my Grumpig, as he's actually going to Thunder Wave me, which is fine by me. I was actually, you know, thinking he was going to hit me right away or something. We're not paralyzed, and this was the best opportunity for me to click on a move that I brought on Grumpig to try out, and that is Skill Swap. We're going to use Skill Swap on the Togekiss, which means that we will have the Serena Grace ability. Now, during this moment in the match, I got kind of greedy. He's gonna withdraw now because he doesn't want to stay in on this Grumpig, not knowing what it could do. So he's going into his Heatran. I actually go for the first Calm Mind here. Now, I went for another Calm Mind after this one. It really doesn't matter that much because we are paralyzed, as he's actually going to put up his Stealth Rocks. And as you may see right here, we are going to get the paralyzation. Hindsight 2020, I should have clicked Psychic, but as I said before, it doesn't really matter because we were paralyzed in that turn. So now you can see that I am actually using Psychic, hope to get that special defense drop, but you know, it was not working out. He's going to Lava Plume again, putting me now in the red, or close to red, and we got paralyzed again. Now, I got greedy here. I should have switched out, to be honest, because, you know, Grumpig could still do a lot in this match, but unfortunately it will now go down. And we still had, you know, a Sea Crystal on my Grumpig, so I could have just clicked C, Psychic, and do amazing damage against this thing. Now on to my Mega Blastoise against the Heatran. We will, of course, Mega Evolve, because that is how you should do if you have a Mega Pokemon on the field, as the Heatran is actually going to stay in on this Scald, which will do amazing damage. It will put it in the red. He's actually going to Will-O-Wisp me. That's fine by me. I am a special attacker with Mega Blastoise. It will whittle down the Mega Blastoise, of course, but in the long run, I rather have my Mega Blastoise burnt instead of my Metagross, for example. He's going to switch out into his Tapu Bulu, as I am going for another Scald, if I'm correct, because my hindsight was, even if he switches out, if we can get a burn on something like the Tapu Bulu, it works better for us in the long run. We don't get the burn, unfortunately, and, you know, now I'm in a pickle against a power force that is Tapu Bulu. So I switch out, of course, because I don't want to let my Mega Blastoise down like that. And I go into one of the surprising mons of my team for this season, which is the Druddigon. Now, he's actually going for the lead sheet. If I had some balls and just click Ice Beam there with the Blastoise, that would have been an amazing play. I don't know if it will kill, but it would potentially, you know, maybe help us out with a froze or something like that. Either way, it didn't work that way. We switched out and I had to face that. He's actually going into his Heat Train. I brought Rock Tomb this week for Druddigon because of it potentially lowering the speed of my opponent, and it's going to take out the Heat Train. So Druddigon gets another kill in this league. Back into the Zeraora, and the Zeraora is going to full switch, and that is going to do not so much damage. As I said before, I'm running a very hyper-offensive Druddigon set this season, but with some investment in defense, special defense, so it actually can take up some hits. Now I'm going for the Earthquake here, because why should I not go for the Earthquake against the Zeraora? If he decides to like Thunderbolt me or anything, it would have done amazing damage, but unfortunately the Axelgor will tank the Earthquake. Now this Axelgor was a pain in the ass, to be honest, and I was not expecting to bring, him to bring Axelgor during the match. And the lead seat is still on the field, by the way, so it is whittling down my Druddigon. He's actually going to use Buzzbud now, and seeing that damage, that is a choice specs Axelgor. So in my mindset, I was like, this is not going well for my team. So into the Hitmonlee, and I made a mistake here. I thought, okay, he's going to switch out. I can use a curse. But for a moment in the match, I forgot that he still had a Latias on his side of the field. So I don't have any moves. If I had knockoff, if I brought knockoff in Hitmonlee, which I should have, it would have been much easier for me because I could just click knockoff on this thing. Unfortunate for us, I didn't bring knockoff on my Hitmonlee this week, or Sucker Punch. I don't think Hitmonlee gets Sucker Punch. I might be mistaken, but we didn't brought a Dark type move to Hitmonlee for this team, so I just had to click Poison Jab here, which will not do a lot of damage. It will do like 30-35%, and Psyshock here will kill off the Hitmonlee. A very bad play on my part. Again, this match, it was not that serious. It was more like, you know, trying stuff out, having fun in the process. I still had fun in this match, but that doesn't change the fact that I did make some mistakes during this match. So Latias will go for the Dragon Pulse here, which we will tank that quite a bit. Ice Beam will connect and hit the Pepsi, the Mega Latias. It will not kill, but it will take him down to the red. Now I'm going to switch out here into my Tapu Koko, as he's actually going to stay in, if I'm not correct, if I'm not mistaken. No, yeah, he's going to stay in a Psyshock. I thought he would do that. Because he was about to try to bring down my Mega Blastoise. My apologies, I was just distracted by something that happened outside my house. He's going into his Tapu Bulu, which is still a pain in the ass. Tapu Bulu is such a difficult mon to counter, especially with my team. I could have brought like Gengar, which would have helped, but again, I wanted to have fun in this match. I'm going to Dazzling Gleam again. I'm stuck in Dazzling Gleam, and that is going to do a lot of damage against the Tapu Bulu. He's going to Horn Leech, so he's going to get some HP back, and the Tapu Koko will go down. So now we only have Blastoise left and Metagross left, and I was keeping Metagross in the back because it could, you know, potentially help us out maybe in the end game if we get lucky. Now I go back into Poseidon, the Mega Blastoise, as he's actually going to withdraw into his Usain Bolt Zeraora. Now this is my favorite part of this match for me personally, because we're gonna click that Ice Beam. We're gonna get a crit, and we're gonna get the freeze on the Zeraora. So we had a chance to lose this match with 5-0, but thanks to the freeze here, we're going to lose this match with 4-0, which It's still bad, but in terms of differential for us this season, like a personal goal that I had for this season is to, keep a very low differential in the sense of, not minus 10, minus 15 or something like that. It will help us out in the long run. Seraora goes down, so it's now 4-0, but he can now easily go into Excelgor, and the Excelgor can basically sweep now because of the choice specs that the Excelgor has. So Poseidon, the Black Blastoise, goes down to the Bug Boss on Excelgor, and now my Metagross is left, and there's no way for me to get the weakness policy off here because Bug Buzz is a neutral against my Metagross, and as you can see here, the Bug Buzz will connect, and because of the choice specs, and because we're not Assault Vested, we are going down. And we're going to lose this match with 4-0. So, again, the mistakes that I made this match are not, excusable. I made mistakes in this match, but I still went in this match to have fun, to try stuff out. Like in the beginning with the Grumpig and skill swap to, steal an ability from my opponent, like Serene Grace, which was the perfect moment for me to use skill swap. But then I got greedy, which was a mistake from my part. But it is what it is, and, we were already not going to the playoffs, so it's good to just have fun and just to, experiment with some of the sets that I can use against New Nation Games, and also Aaron. And I can already spoil you guys, the match against Aaron will be an amazing fun match, which has already been done. I'm not gonna spoil it, I'm just gonna say it's very, very memey and I love it. But we lost this match. I think we're now 4-7? I think we're 4-7. I think we're 4-7. Yeah. Yeah, because So I'm very bad in math, by the way, but I'm also very tired. I'm probably gonna take some coffee after this recording and try to, relax a little bit. But if you're hyped, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, share this video with others, slash subscribe button down below, and hit that bell icon because then you get notified every time I upload a new video, and that is sincerely appreciated. Again, my spread will be in the comment section below, so if you want to check out my team, do that right now and check out every coach in this league because they're all amazing people, amazing content creators that deserve all the hard love. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week in the last week of this season of the IBA Season 4 Wi-Fi Division.